So the other thing that I think people make a mistake about is that you might have a pot, that's about this big, and you're trying to make it look interesting. Well, you can't get too much in here, so I can't stress enough, bigger is better in this case. Wider, and this, for us, this is like a small pot, but in this pot you can probably get 4 or 5 things. You want to talk about the plants?
Yes. Okay. We use different types of texture when we plant. We have one thriller, we have one filler, and one spiller. That's what we usually always try. Well, that's our guideline.
Talk about what that is or what that means?
You go ahead.
Okay, so this might be considered a thriller, and what we mean by that, and this one could also be considered a thriller, is that you want something that's a bit bigger and taller. And so, and kind of the main focus in the pot. You could do it very symmetrically and have this completely in the center. I'm kind of a fan of asymmetrical, so I might stick it a bit back. Another thing to take into consideration is how this pot would be seen once it's, it might be up against the wall, so they really do kind of need to be at the back. But if it's someplace where you're seeing it all the way around and you're going to have trailing things, then you might stick it in the middle because you want to be able to see other stuff. So, do you all want to know the names of some of these things? Would that be helpful? Okay, so this is a grass-like thing that's called Dianella, and it comes in this color, and it also comes in a white variegation. And it's really a foliage plant. It has a very thin stem with little blue flowers on it, but it's kind of nondescript. So you pull it out of the pot. This one's not particularly root-bound, but I'm going to break it apart just with my hands. And shove it in here. And you want the soil level in the pot to be at the same level as the plant had its soil level. This is a pepper. Beth is gonna, here's your bucket.
I'm looking for a label.
Yeah, it doesn't have, I don't know which pepper this is. It's some kind of a hot pepper. And the peppers, and it's edible. And the peppers are nice because it adds another element of color and ornamentation. So the ones, that are purple and red and all kinds of herbs and vegetables and fruits can go in a pot and make it interesting.
I'm sorry, you said it was called Dianella?
Dianella. What you can see sort of in this combination is that I tried to just stick to sort of oranges, yellows, and a bit of red. I think that's a very hard thing for a lot of people to figure out what it is to put together. So you could put together that all the flowers go together, or you could pay attention to that there's contrast between leaf shapes, or you could pay attention to that there's complementary heights in, so sort of for someone who doesn't understand or get this, and a lot of people don't, for me, if you kind of squint at this bunch, you can see that the things kind of go together. And there isn't anything that you say, oh, that's really jarring, or that makes my teeth kind of grind against each other. But, color and stuff, it's personal preference, so you get to figure it out.
And there's Margaret loves ball. I do as well.
Yeah,
Coleuses.
yeah.
And we have, there are so many on the market with different leaf shapes, textures, colors. I mean, you can almost just
make it a coleus.
Yeah, they're just beautiful.
And these are coleuses, unlike what you may have grown up with your grandparents and stuff. These are coleuses that can go in the full sun.
Yeah.
And they do just fine. So this is a 6-pack that has a couple different coleuses in it. This one is called Freckles. What the heck was this one? It was something that had to do with Arizona. This might be Sedona. This is Velvet Mocha with its very serrated leaf. And this is a mystery one that we keep propagating because we love, but we just
No, that's the real one. Okay, never mind.
We don't know what this is, but we really like this one, so we keep taking it. Once you have a coleus and you bought them, and you can actually in the fall when they're about to die and frost is coming, you could cut off a section, pluck the leaf off and stick it in a vase of water, and it will make roots, and you can have it again the next year, so you could continue.